Episode 778. Look what just found. Let's see what we got here today. We found one error in the previous penny roll. A lot of copper, though. There was a lot of copper. There was a 1960 variety. And we found the one error was a die spike. And found a bunch of shiny coppers. Let's see what we get here today. Got to get a little closer than that. All right. We're starting off with a dirty zinc. Now you still, even the dirty ones, you have to take a little look at, right? 2000, no white AM, because you want to make sure. That's a nice shiny one. Think that's copper? Wow. If that's it could be zinc, but that's nice, man. 85. Wow. Let me look at that under the loop. That's something about the reverse. It's got a little bit of corrosion on it. Almost like if like a double die on the reverse. Look how much different the reverse looks than the obverse. Like if like if maybe a second strike or a hard strike, something. Interesting coin. Does it have value? If you can research it and prove that it is the error coin, then yeah. So, but like I was saying, even the dirty coins, you have to give a little. You still have to observe to make sure there's no error on it. Most coin channels are not at all. No white AM. Going to look at dirty coins. They're just looking for copper like this one, 77. They're looking for major errors. Now, to say you're looking for a major error is really nonsensical, because a major error looks at you, right? You can't miss it, man. You can't miss I put it like this: there's a reason. You don't find hardly any major errors ever going through thousands and thousands of penny rolls, because even someone who knows nothing about pennies, if they see that, they recognize it. Somebody who knows nothing about coins, someone who's never penny roll hunted in their life, they look at their change and like, oh, look at that. That looks interesting. And then they go on Google, and in 5 seconds, it says you found an expensive coin. That's attractive. Let me take a picture of that. So that's why, to say you're looking for a major error, it's a cop out, man, to be honest with you, because it's the lesser known varieties that take, like, for example, the flared G, right? The 88 flared G. All right. You look at this coin and you could tell the G is not flared. There's no little extra line in the middle coming down. It's $100. If you find it, it's $100 penny. This is the flared G. It's the 89. Look at the G. You can tell how extra thick the G is. You want to find that G on an 88. Here's the 88 again. Not extra thick. Well, it's really not extra thick. It's the serif is there. I say extra thick just to oversimplify it. So lesser known varieties is really where it's at. That's what's in the Copy number 3. That's what's in the FS book. That's what's in the Cherry Picker's Guide. That's what you find on in all of the Era websites, Konica, Wexler. That's a nice 72. And copy number 4. Era Ref, Copper Coins, .com. Those are less. Most of those are less known. Right? Yes, they do show the major varieties also, but an overwhelming majority of the errors that they show are lesser known varieties. What's a lesser known variety? How many of you out there actually know what I mean by when I say I have millions and millions of views. I get 10 to 20,000 views per day on my channel. And out of those 10 to 20,000 people who view my channel every day, how many of you out there actually know what I'm talking about when I say a lesser known variety? Very few of you. That's okay. We'll talk about it while I'm doing the penny roll hunt. Generally speaking, when someone says a lesser known variety, they're talking about a lesser known, a difficult to observe double die. Now, there's major errors and lesser error. For example, strike through, right? You can find a major strike through and you can find a lesser strike through. And if you research them, you'll find out exactly what percentage for the strike through. I'm saying what percentage the strike through has to cover. That's copy number 5. Has to cover. Is copy number 6. Has to cover the surface, right? So I think, I don't know, I'm just going to make it up. Like it has to cover the strike through has to cover 50%. I think it's 30% to be a major strike through. Has to cover like 30% of the coin. So if you find a strike through that's only on a very small part, it's not a major strike through. It's a lesser strike through. And lesser known varieties tend to be no white AM. Double dies, right? When the working die that makes all the pennies was made, right? The die that makes the pennies is made by another die, by another hub. It squeezes and just like the penny gets squeezed, the die gets squeezed by another die, by another hub. And sometimes when they make the squeeze, they'll say, "Oh, the image didn't come out strong enough. Let's squeeze it again." And when they squeeze it again, ever so slightly, the two dies pivot away from each other. That's copy number 7. And copy number 8 of 59. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Tons of copper in this one. Number 9. And it'll pivot, it will shift, and it will create a very difficult to see. Not a very, sometimes it's less difficult, but it's still a lesser known variety. It'll create something like a spreading or an extra thick letter. No white AM. And that image, Oh, look at it, little colored dots. That 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 spreading, that extra thickness that's on the working die that makes the coin will forever be on that die. And that die has a number, right? Let's just call it, die number 359-AB5, right? Die that die forever will have that error on it. And if it makes 100, if it makes 1,000,000 pennies, those 1,000,000 pennies will have that die, that error on it. Sometimes they catch it later on, no idea. And then they'll either try to fix it or they'll take it out of they'll change it because they notice the error after the fact. It says copy number 10 or 11. Wow, we got a bunch of them, man. We have a bunch. Let me put the dirty ones on top of each other. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with the 59. And it's this 13. Lucky number 13, 1970. So that's what a lesser known variety is. I mean, you could look up the definition if you want to get specific. And that's what a good penny roll hunter is searching for. No close AM. Is searching for. You're searching for, just checking out if it's clean enough. Not really. Forget it. You're looking for lesser known varieties. And that's what makes the whole process kind of interesting, And here's our last copper penny for the day and for the coin roll hunt. I think that's like 14 or 15. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the video. Please click like and subscribe. And don't forget, Jesus loves you. God bless. And I'll see you in the next one.